guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a pickup video. But this is stuff that I've gained over the past week or so, post birthday time. Not all this is from my birthday, a couple of bits are from birthday, but most of it is things that I've picked up, a couple of pre-orders, some stuff I've got on eBay at really good prices, and just stuff like that. So we'll kick off with something I got on eBay for an amazing price, which is this, the Blu-ray of the Beatles Get Back, which is their rooftop concert they did on the by the Let It Be album. This in HMV is about £45. I got it on eBay for 21. I was like, oh, I got it for less than half the price. Absolutely dead chuffed with it. Really cool. It's got a lovely picture on the back there. Really cool. Yeah, I think it's a film by directed by Peter Jackson, the director of Brain Dead and Bad Taste and Lord of the Rings. I'm sure he's the director of this. Yeah, directed by Peter Jackson. So he's got hold of hours and hours and hours of Beatles footage of them recording I think the album Let It Be and preparing for this rooftop concert, which they did on top of the Apple Studios down at Abbey Road. They did it on top of the studio there, and it's got that on there, the concert, but it's all like the build up to it and stuff like that. He made a film, so it's got that film in here, and then the other discs are made up from the other footage that isn't used, and obviously the rooftop concert and like that. Absolutely fantastic. What would have made this absolutely awesome would have been if they included the CD of the rooftop concert. It's only about 40 minutes long, so it would have been really cool to have had that in there, but it's not. It's a lovely little set though. Comes in like a sort of a concertina kind of set, and it's got like pictures of the band, and the discs are inside these little envelopes here, as you can see them sort of poking out. So they're all Blu-ray. There's no DVDs or anything like that. So it's 3 Blu-rays, and in here is just like, I think that's a set of picture cards of the band. Here we go. Yep. So we've got George Harrison there, John Lennon, Paul McCartney, and Ringo Starr. So you've got 4 postcards in there, and this is in absolutely as new condition. Really cool. I think the girl, because the girl I bought it from, but she's only watched it once. She said on I think only watched once, no longer want it anymore. So she sold it on. She was selling it for about 25, so I put a cheeky offer in for 21, and she accepted it. So I thought, okay, that's cool. So I'm absolutely dead chuffed with that. So I picked that up on eBay. Another thing I picked up on eBay for I think it was $2.99 was a concert DVD of China Crisis, a band that I liked back in the 80s. I went to see them at Dunstable, Queensway in Dunstable, with my friend Liz, who used to work at British Aerospace. I'll talk about that in another one of my videos that I do, you know, going back to my sort of youth and music. I did put one up about a week ago. I might do another one soon. But yeah, that one was about $2.99. Really cool. Dead chuffed with that. Something I've been after for quite a while, I treated myself to for my birthday, was a CD set and a Blu-ray set of Live in Pompeii by Pink Floyd. So you've got the double CD and the Blu-ray, Blu-ray of the concert which they performed in Pompeii in Italy back in 1971. Oh, I could be well off there. No, 1971, 6th of October, day after my birthday. That's cool as that. So I managed to pick them up. Right, from CEX, I've got a couple of bits there from CEX, from a voucher. A couple of collector edition box sets, both David Cronenberg. I picked up The Brood. It is complete. I won't go through it because I will do a review. So I'll do a top-down look at the items that are in here when I actually review the collector's edition of The Brood. But it is complete. It does have all the things in there. As you can see, it's even got the art card still. And of course I bought the other one that they released, Scanners, which is one of my favourite David Cronenberg films. Absolutely wonderful, with John Saxon in it, I believe. Or no, what's his name? So Ironside, Michael Ironside, not John Saxon. They look quite similar. But again, this is also complete. So that's really, really cool. Dead chuffed to have got that. And I picked both of those up with an eBay voucher, so it didn't cost me anything. Right, I picked up a second-hand Blu-ray off of Amazon, because I don't have this in my collection, and I recently just brought the second one, which is going to be delivered by HMV from the Arrow sale. This is an Arrow release, but it's the Abominable Dr. Phibes, which I believe is the first one of these two tales starring Vincent Price. So I got this for about £5.99, so it's about £6, I think it was. It comes with the booklet, so I was really happy with that. So it's pretty cool. It has the reversible sleeve, which is the one that they're commissioned art, but we got the original art there, which I actually quite prefer. It's got like a sticker on the front there. So, but yeah, that's really, really cool. So the last three pickups I've got to go through here were all new releases that have come out this week and last week, and so I finally got them. These have been on, like, one of them took nearly a week to get here after the release date, which is pretty poor for HMV, but they did email me and apologise for the delay of this. Maybe they were just low stock. But anyway, it's the 4K release of Spawn. Is it Todd McFarlane's character? I'm sure it is. But oh, the lad's here, by the way. So that's what the was. It was not Sullivan, but yeah, it's not Elvis either. But yeah, Spawn. I really like this. I saw this way back in, I think it was the 90s. 98, yeah. And I loved it. I loved the comic book anyway, and I do like Spawn. He's like an anti-hero, bit Batman-ish in a way, but he's got that sort of anti-hero vibe about him, because he's a hero that he doesn't really want to be. He hasn't been a hero. He's actually out of his not wanting to be, out of his own accord, if you like. He's become like a hero, and it's Spawn from hell. So he's like an anti-hero film. I will probably bring this to my channel, so I won't unbox it here. I will wait until we do that. So that's cool. The other two releases I've got was a new release from Cult Films. This film, again, I've seen years and years ago. It stars Tim Robbins, who I really like. You've most seen him in Shawshank Redemption, things like that. But this is a film called Jacob's Ladder. Another really cool film. He's an ex-military soldier. Has come back from, I think it's Vietnam, and he suffers that post-war like depression, and he keeps seeing these visions of like hell and stuff like this. It's a very horrific sort of film like that, like Hellraiser in a sense, sort of thing, but he gets these sort of visions and sees these weird, obscure things in the middle of nowhere. It's a really, really bizarre but wonderful horror film. Really cool. And it tackles a real touch, sensitive subject matter, because a lot of soldiers do suffer from post-war sort of like problems, and this sort of tries to tackle them. And it's a really cool film, Jacob's Ladder. Highly recommend it if you've never seen it. Really cool. So this was out this week on Cult Films, and it comes at the moment with a slipcase. Really cool. Cult films are like a sub genre for Studio Canal. Really cool. And the last pickup I've got is a 4K release, collector's edition of The Return of the Living Dead, which is also out on Monday. Cult classic comedy zombie film, based in these guys that run this warehouse, and in the bottom of the warehouse is this old tankard that's got like this like a zombie in it, and they accidentally lit all the air out of it, and then chaos sort of roams in the nearest graveyard, and all these teens get involved. It's a really cool, good fun sort of film with an amazing soundtrack. The soundtrack contains songs from The Damned, The Cramps, and bands like, I'm a huge Cramps fan. You may have seen I've got a Cramps tattoo there on my arm. So absolutely, so they're in the soundtrack. Absolutely wonderful, wonderful film. It's great to get this on 4K. So they were my pickups in this video. I've got quite a few on the way, guys, because I've absolutely hammered the Arrow sale. So I'll do a video of that when they arrive. So I've got Return of the Living Dead 4K, Jacob's Ladder on Cult Classics, the 4K of Spawn, Arrow version of the Abominable Dr. Phibs, the collector's edition of Second Sight of Scanners, collector's edition of Second Sight The Brood, the CD and Blu-rays of Pink Floyd in Pompeii, China Crisis live in concert on DVD, and the Blu-ray of the Beatles Get Back. So I've had a wonderful time. I've still got to watch it all. I've been really busy this sort of like last few weeks because I've been selling quite a bit on eBay, because initially when I started doing that, it was to get my Bonzo Dog Doodah Band box set, because it's something that was just wanted, and I only sold about 3 or 4 items to get the money for that. And I was just thinking, hello, I've got loads of stuff I never watch or listen to anymore that I don't particularly want. So why don't I just carry on doing that and maybe use it to get some items that I do actually want and adore? I've managed to pick up games, as you know. I picked up the Ignite. I picked up Silent Hill, Cronus, and all these wonderful sort of games, you know. And it didn't really cost me a penny. These stuff that I've got and a lot of stuff I've been selling on is stuff that I've got twice or 3 times, because my lad will tell you, I get in habit. I buy stuff and I forget where I put it, and I look for it and can't find it, so I rebuy it. I've done that a number of times. I think it's just because of my memories going a bit, and then down the line, oh, there it is. So I've had stuff like that, and also stuff I don't use or listen to anymore. Maybe I've outgrown it, and maybe my tastes have changed, because lately my music tastes have been a lot more into British rock and 70s rock, which is, I seem to be heavily into at the moment over the past few years. And I own really minimum stuff of it, and I just thought, yeah, do you know what? And I've been lucky this year because the Beatles have been releasing a few sets and stuff like that, and I love the Beatles, so it was good to pick up some stuff. And I just thought, while I might as well get rid of a few bits that I don't want anymore or got twice, I might as well utilize that and get some stuff that I do want. Anyway, guys, keep your eyes peeled for some more unboxings and pickups along the way. So the lad's here, so we'll probably end up going out, so who knows, we might pick up some bits from there. See you soon.